It's pretty safe to say that most of the time, we're likely to outlive our pets. But imagine getting a pet and knowing they might have just a couple of months to live. And caring for them during that time is full of challenges. Time-consuming and overwhelming. Not a lot of people would take something like this on, but then there are people like Orlando, Florida resident Pam Strickland.
I was asked to foster a little golden retriever who was a special needs. His name was Chipper. He was only with me for probably about 3 months. In those 3 months, that little guy changed my life. And I realized right then and there, each of us has a calling. Some people are called to help children. My calling is the dogs and the cats and the animals in general that nobody else wants, that are brushed aside because they may not have 4 limbs. They may only have 3. They may be in the final stages of their life. They may have medical issues. You give me a choice of a healthy, young golden retriever. I'll use golden retriever.
Yeah.
Retriever versus, and I've had all of these, a senior, a hospice, a 3-legged golden retriever. I will always choose the latter because that is my calling.
Since 2003, Pam has cared for 33 dogs and cats, right up until their last breath. And she says each and every one of them have made her a better person.
I've taken in some pretty scary-looking animals that looked rough, and I've seen them transform. And there is no better feeling in the world to see an animal that metamorphosizes. Is that the word I'm looking for? You get them when they're in a pretty rough chrysalis form, going to butterflies, and you see them emerge into this beautiful creature. And you go, wow, how cool is this?
Each story of what brought these animals into her life is more heartbreaking than the other.
My most recent dog was an elderly German Shepherd who came to me with a laundry list of issues. We only had 5 months together, and I hope in those 5 months that I made up for the previous 10 that she did not have a good life. She left this earth knowing love, and that's what matters.
While some people bury their pets, Pam has chosen to cremate hers. With the exception of a few, most never knew each other in life, but in death share shelf space in a room set aside to pay tribute to them all. Their urns resting side by side. And even though she loved them all, sometimes a few have touched her heart in a slightly deeper way. And for Pam, that one was Bing.
When he lost the use of his hind legs, I became his hind legs. I had what is known as a help him up harness. And nothing made him happier than for us to go sit underneath a little yellow tabby-bua tree that's in my front yard. We jokingly refer to it as Bing's neighborhood watch, because if people walked by without permission, or as you and I are old enough to remember, hall passes, without a hall pass, he would bark at them. Where's your hall pass? Everybody got to know Bing. Everybody got to see him. We would just sit out there and watch the world go by every morning, every night. When he crossed over in March of 2023, a neighbor who was a very talented, gifted gentleman showed up with a plaque that said Bing's tree, that we put it in cement right underneath the tree. And I planted some red pentas right behind it because I have a thing about red. His coat was red. My car is red. There you go. So that's my special place. I baby that tree like it is a human being. Let me tell you. Every morning and every evening.
Like Pam says, you have to find a way to honor them. Their legacy should not be one of sadness.
I have learned that, contrary to popular belief, at least in my opinion, time does not heal all wounds. But time does give you the time to regroup and to find a way to honor them. And the best way that I can honor him is to keep on helping others. And there have been three fosters since I lost him, two of which went on to find wonderful adoptive homes. And Rain, my German Shepherd, was the last foster who I sadly lost in April.
And what does she suggest to those whose hearts are broken with the passing of their pet? It's simple. Try to love again.
I can't think of a greater tribute than to open your heart again. Yes, your heart is broken. No, you will never replace that animal. No one will ever take its place. But you've got to keep your heart open, because if you close your heart, what does that say to them on the other side in spirit? What does that say is, oh God, I'm so sad that you're gone, that I can never love again?
Right. And there's so many that need the love that you can provide.
Yes, and I promise all of them, I will get another one in your honor.
Once Pam recovers from some major surgery, she plans on continuing her mission. Don't forget, we can all do something large or small to help the voiceless and the vulnerable. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.